Why is asking for help so hard than just giving it? We offer someone the hand without hesitation, but when it's our turn to reach out, it feels just wrong. Why does something so human feel so impossible for some of us? Hi, I'm Pantskind. Welcome back to another episode as usual. This today is just going to be about why is asking for help so hard, whether it works in relationships or during even quiet moments where we're completely overwhelmed. I'm just going to be more or less going into that. I struggle a lot with asking for help. And this goes deep for family, friends, and work. And I've gotten better, as anyone who works with me knows that when I first started with my job and my other job too, I didn't ask for help or any questions because I thought I had things figured out. A lot of times we don't ask for help because we think we have things figured out, but we don't always do. And that's what we're going to be exploring. There's the cultural independence, like there's a culture of that. We live in a world of where we celebrate self-sufficiency. You know, we're told to quote unquote grind, hustle, figure it out on your own. Asking for help feels like a breaking an unspoken rule that you cannot ask for help because everyone has to be independent in their lives. Yes, we all have to have independence at some point of our lives and not rely on everyone else. That's it. But then there's you worry if you ask for help, you'll look weak or incapable of doing something or incompetent or stupid, apparently, because people will see us differently if we admit that we can't handle certain things. Like, take for you, if you went to a new job, you're not going to be good. You're not going to be great at it at all because you are new. And a lot of us are afraid to ask for help of saying, hey, I'm struggling with this one thing because you don't want to seem like you're dumb or burden someone else. And this goes a lot for even people with our own mental health, that we struggle to just go reach out to people and say, hey, I'm having problems. I need some help and I'm struggling with this one thing. We all have those thoughts in our head that we can't handle things and we know we can't, but just asking, it's so hard. And we tell ourselves other people have it worse though, or I should be strong enough to deal with this and just stay silent. We don't actually sometimes just admit that we can't handle things. And I do that all the time. I'm like, I mean, I'm not as bad as this other person. I'm not doing as bad as this person. At least I'm as good. I'm strong enough to deal with this on my own and not ask for help. But then when we get overwhelmed, we are absolutely sometimes buried deep. There's types of help we struggle to ask for, like emotional, professional, and everyday. Emotional is like, if I'm not okay, you feel so vulnerable. It's easy to say I'm fine and change the subject. It's so easy just to go, I'm fine. I don't really need to vent or rant to you or anything. And even at work, asking for help feels like you're admitting you're not good at your job, even though collaboration is literally how teams are supposed to function. It doesn't matter if you're alone, there's a team of people that are able to help you. And a lot of us don't actually really ask for help. Even asking a friend to pick up something for you when you're overwhelmed feels like a imposition. Why do we minimize so much of our needs so much? We try to make our needs so little so we don't ask for so much help, because if we ask for help, you feel vulnerable. I remember when I completely felt worthless at my old job. I never touched any kitchen stuff, pots or pans, I never cooked anything my entire life, right? Besides like toast or scrambled eggs and stuff. Very simple things. And I went to a restaurant all of a sudden and I felt overwhelmed because I never done any of this. I knew I needed help, but I couldn't bring myself to ask people. And you get told a lot, but if you go to a new job, it's like, ask for help. If you really need help, ask for it. All right. And from someone like me who has to help people that are new to the job. And yes, it could be annoying. Yes, there's times it's like they're always asking, but they're new. So you deal with it. And now you don't want to feel you're the other end of that thing where you're constantly asking and annoying them, because we all know that feeling of getting asked so many things over and over. We're getting like, oh man, I don't want to deal with this right now. And you don't want to be that person that makes someone mad like that. But eventually it hit a breaking point where I couldn't be alone, and I had to ask anyone I was with that I could even trust to know what I need to do. I was glad I asked, because I remember that people actually do want to help if they see you struggling. If they see you absolutely going down and you're new, so it's obviously something that people want to help. They just want to help. You just don't always know that you need it half the time. And it feels personal for a lot of us. What if we had someone and they say no? It's like if they say no, it's like a weird like rejection feel. It makes us hesitate before we even try. Thinking about if they just say no, like I'm not gonna help you, do it on your own. Then you feel even worse that you even asked because now you're like, oh, I guess I'm really bad at this, so I'll get it. I won't ask for help anymore. And that's horrible when it comes to emotional needs because that is draining in a sense of you thought you had something to ask someone and they just say no. Do it on your own. And ask for help helps letting someone else step in. It means admitting that we don't have everything under control, and that's uncomfortable to know that you don't have everything down. It's like letting someone take control, and sometimes a lot of people don't want others to take control in their lives because there's a self-worth side of it with like deservingness. Deep down, some of us feel like we don't deserve help, like we have to earn it rather than just ask for it. I did that for quite a bit when I was young, was that I didn't deserve it. No, I don't deserve help. I've done some bad things. I don't deserve this. I had to earn actually getting help. So I'd rather struggle right now because I deserve this struggle. And we don't deserve that, right? It's just a lot of people have that mindset. And I don't know how to really help with that, but there's just moments we have to know that help is necessary. For many people, it's taken hitting rock bottom before they ask for any help. But what if we didn't wait until we're just drowned? That's the breaking point. And sometimes best moments of connection happen when someone else noticed you're struggling and offered the help before you even ask. That right there is a silver lining of like amazing, like oh my god. Because sometimes you don't even notice you're struggling. You're just going through something and you think it's your daily day emotional stress or things going on, and someone notices that you're going through things and they just ask you. Sometimes that breaks the shell and you're instantly like, holy crap, I do actually need help. I didn't know, I'm sorry. And then recognizing warning signs. Obviously, there's procrastination, fatigue, and all those other signs that I could go into, but there's a lot. But often these signs that you need support, it's just you need them. You have to know those signs, you gotta pay attention to them. It's really hard to recognize some more warning signs. And a lot of us know that asking for help without feeling awkward is the hard part, because you don't want to seem like you're shaking in your boots, shivering and scared to even approach anyone, even if they're your best friend. You don't want to feel scared. You gotta be honest that you need help. That's the hard step. But just don't spell out your entire life story when it comes to this stuff. Just start with the one single thing you need help with. Don't overbear them. I know a lot of us say like, I'm very stressed, or like dig into stories of why they're stressed. Let's say like you're really stressed out or sad about a loss of a pet, and you go to someone and say, I'm just not feeling really well. And they can ask why, and you'd be like, just I lost something and I lost my pet. Or you just start with something small. That one thing just tells you why, and the person knows. You gotta be clear and direct. Don't dance around it. Say I'm struggling with blah blah blah, the specific problem. Can you help me with this? That's all you need. And not everyone's equipped to help every problem, right? Choose someone who's trustworthy and you know is emotionally available at those moments. A manager, a coworker, anyone, a friend. Just gotta know who's available. And remember, people want to help, right? Helping others make other people feel useful and connected. You're not a burden, all right? You're giving them an opportunity to show up for you. I know a lot of us think we're a burden if we keep asking for problems. And we all know on the other side of things, if someone only complains and doesn't actually fix the problems, that's the problem. Is that if you ask for help and don't take advice from others and you keep doing that, that's a problem you need to fix. You actually have to start taking the advice from other people. If you don't do that, you do become a burden. I'm not going to be like sugarcoat that kind of stuff. You have to continue to ask and actually do and prove that you can do it. And for the flip side, being someone who others can ask for help, as myself, I've always been available at points. You gotta be a kind person who feels comfortable asking for help. Listen without judgment and show sort of empathy, right? You gotta know if they're actually a good person, or be a person that people come to and actually be able to be comfortable in asking for questions and other things for help. You gotta listen, not judge them. And you gotta help someone without pressure. Sometimes don't ask because they don't know it's okay. It's a simple, hey, I'm here if you need me. Those simple words can make a world of difference for someone else. And do know your limits when it comes to people asking for things. You can't just pour an empty cup. Sorry, I meant to say you can't pour from an empty cup. It's okay to set boundaries and recognize you need help too, and the other person is asking for too many things that you gotta go to other people for help to help them. Other people can help. Groups of people can do this. And I do want to ask you a question. When was the last time you asked for help? Was it hard or easy? And how did it turn out? I would love to hear your stories, whether it's asking for help or offering help. or just struggling to do either. I want to break this whole stigma of things and just read all your comments. I do read them. I read them all. So leave a comment down below. And as I do the final thoughts and the whole wrap it up, the core reflection would be asking for help isn't a weakness. It's courage. It's admitting that you can't do everything alone. And honestly, none of us can. So this week or this challenge, I want you to notice one area of your life you need support, big or small. Ask for help, even if it's uncomfortable, and see what happens. But until next time, I'll do another really deep conversation in another episode kind of like this. But until then, take care. I hope you have a great day, and toodaloo.